Hello everyone, welcome to PCB E-classes and welcome to this practice session. In this practice session, we will be solving some of the problems on the mesh analysis. So let's start the lecture. Now, this is a type of problem which I have given here. This is a circuit given here and you have to find out the current in this 30 ohm, that is I0, as well as you have to find out the voltage drop across this 30 ohm. That means I want this voltage drop also. Let us take V30 ohm. Fine. So I need the voltage as well as the current. So let's solve this with the help of the mesh analysis. So what is the first step in the mesh analysis? You have to note down how many meshes are there. How many meshes are there? We can see here, this can be said as one mesh, right? This can be said as a mesh. This can be said as a mesh. That means number of meshes is equals to 3. That means how many mesh equations we will be getting? 3. So we came to know that the number of meshes is 3 and 3 equations we have to get it. Now what is the second step? You have to assume a current with direction. Generally I will be taking the clockwise direction. So let us do that one. Let us take this current. The current flowing in this mesh is I1, right? This mesh is I1. Similarly, let us take the current flowing in this mesh. I am considering as I2. How much? I2. Similarly, the current flowing in this mesh, the third one, will be I3. So I am considering this one as I3. How many currents we have got? 3 currents. 3 mesh, 3 current assumption we have done. Now, as per the mesh assumption, we will put the polarities, right? So naturally, this will be the, let us go for the first mesh. So this is negative, this is positive, this is positive, this is negative. As per the current direction, current enters in this side, so this will be positive, this will be negative, this will be positive, this will be negative. Mesh 1 polarity I have given it. Fine. Moving to the second one. In second one, current enters here, so this is positive, this is negative. Current enters this side, so this is positive, this is negative. Similarly, this will be positive, this is negative. Fine. So the second mesh polarities I have made it. Moving to the third one. The third one, this will be positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive. Fine. The polarities I have given for all the 3 meshes. Now, one by one mesh we will analyze it, right? So what we will do? We will go for the first mesh, mesh 1. For avoiding confusion, I will give the nomenclature or the name for the nodes. Let us take this one A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F, and it's done. Clear? So which mesh I am covering? I am covering that A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. That is a mesh number 1, right? So what I will do? I have to apply the KVL. So I am applying KVL here. Applying KVL in mesh 1. right? Now let us write down where it enters. In the first one, minus, what is the voltage? 80 volt. Clear? Next it enters positive, plus, right? Is there any current? Two different currents are flowing? No, only one current is flowing, that is I1. So I'll be writing down I1 multiplied with 20, right? Next, 30 ohm, where it enters? It enters in the positive as per the direction, so it will be plus, no doubt about it. But is there any other current flowing in the 30 ohm? Yes, I2. I1 and I2 are opposite to each other, so it will be I1 minus I2 multiplied with 30 ohm. Clear? Next, where it enters? Positive, plus, is there any other current flowing? Yes, I3. So what I'll write down? I1 minus I3 multiplied with 20, that is equals to 0. This is my first KVL equation, that is the first mesh KVL equation. Fine, you can make a note of it. We'll continue it. How I'll write down? In a proper way, I'll be writing down fine. First equation we have got it. Moving to the second one. What is the second one? Mesh 2. Mesh 2. Starting from B. If I'll start from B, B to F, F to C, C to B. Fine. This is a mesh 2. Now applying KVL. Applying KVL where? In mesh 2. Right? Apply KVL here. What I'll say? 30 ohm. How many currents are flowing? Only one. So I'll be writing down plus, it enters at positive. So it is plus I2 multiplied with 30. Next 30 ohm. What I'll write? Again positive. What I'll write? I2 minus I3 multiplied with 30. Next, where it enters? Positive. So it is plus I2 minus I1, because two currents are flowing, multiplied with 30 equals to 0. What is this one? My second KVL equation. Let us rewrite it in a proper way. I1, where it is? Right? So this is the first one. This is the second one. Make a note of it. Mesh number 3. Mesh 3. From where to where? Let us start from D. So D to C, C to F, F to E, E to T. Right? What I'll apply? Applying KVL in mesh 3. Equation number 3. Now let me rewrite the equation number 1, 2 as well as 3, right? But I'll say you how to write down in a very quicker way, right? See here, Minus 80 is there. Put it as minus 80. No problem, because it enters at the negative. Right? Now see here in the mesh number 1, how many resistances are there? 20, 30, 20. In all the I1 will pass or not? Yes. So 20 plus 30 plus 20, you do it. How much? 70. So I'll write down here plus 70 I1. Clear? Next. Is there any resistor where the two currents are flowing? Yes, here it is. Which is flowing? I2. So write down this one as minus 30 multiplied with I2. Any other is there? Yes, 20 is there. Which is flowing? Other current? I3. So write down this one as minus 20 I3. That is equals to 0. Which can be written as 70 I1 minus 30 I2 minus 20 I3 equals to 80. Is it not the same equation what we have got? Directly we can write it down. Fine. Similarly here, second one you see here. I2 is flowing, I2 is dominant. So write down all the I2, 30 plus 30 plus 30. So it is plus 90 I2. Next, dual current where it is flowing? Here. 30. Which current is flowing? I1. So write down this one as minus 30 I1. Here I3 is flowing. So minus 30 I3 equals to, is there any voltage? No. 0. Second equation. Similarly this one. See here. 20, 30, 20. How much? 70. Which current is flowing? I3. So write down this one as plus 70 I3. Over here 20 I1 is flowing. So minus 20 I1. Dual current where it is flowing? Here I2 is flowing. So minus 30 I3. Any voltage source? Yes. It is entering in negative. Minus 80. So this side it will be plus 80. So this is my third KVL equation or the third mesh equation. Now solving these three, we have to get current I0. Now see here, current I0 is flowing downward and I2 is flowing downward, right? What is this I0 actually? I0 is actually I2. So can I write down this one as I0 basically is equals to I2. That means we have to find out the I2, right? So solving these three equations, the I2, or I'll write down here, solving 1, 2 and 3, I2 I'm getting as 1.77 ampere. You can calculate it. Clear? Fine. Now what will be the voltage? What is this I2 actually? It is I0, where it is flowing across 30 ohms. So what will be the V30? Equals to I0 multiplied with 30. That is 1.77 multiplied with 30. So it is 53.33 volt. This is my answer. Fine. You can make a note of it. Let's see another variety of problem. Fine. This is a circuit given and you have to find out the current I0. What you have to find out? The current I0 which is given in the upward direction. Clear? Very, very important that you have to mark in what direction it is mentioning. Fine. Now see here. How many meshes are there? We know very well. 3 meshes are there. The number of meshes. What I will write on? Number of meshes. Number of meshes. That is 3. right? How many mesh are there? 3 mesh are there. Assume the current. So I'm assuming this current as I1. Fine. I'm assuming that this current as I2. Similarly, I'm assuming that this current is I3. Fine. So as per the assumption, we have to give the polarity first. So let us go for the mesh 1. Fine. The polarity assumptions are done. Fine. Let's write the equations. Mesh 1 equation. What is the mesh 1 equation? Let's write down mesh 1 equation. Applying KVL. Already I have said it. How many resistors are there? 10, 2. What is the current flowing? I1. So what I'll write down? Plus 10 plus 2, 12 I1. Fine. Is there any resistor where the dual current is flowing? Yes, 2. Which current is flowing? I2. So I'll write down this one as minus 2 I2. Is there any I3 current? No. So it is plus 0 into I3, that is equals to any voltage source here? Yes. Minus is there. Entering in the minus. So what I'll write down? If it is equals to that side, so it will be 6. Clear? It is a mesh 1 equation. Similarly, mesh 2. If I will go for the mesh 2. Mesh 2 equation. What will be the mesh 2 equation? How many resistors are there? 2, 1, 4. How much? 7. Which current is flowing? I2. So I'll write down this one as plus 7 I2. Dual current where it is flowing? Yes, 2. So it is I1 minus 2 I1. Right? Here I3 is flowing. So minus 1 into I3. Now is there any voltage source? Yes. Where it is entering? Positive. So that side it will be negative. So it is minus 8. Fine. This is the second mesh equation. Moving to the third one. What is the third one? Mesh 3. Sorry. Yeah. Mesh 3. Entering positive. Right? Leave about this one. We are starting from here. So 5, 1. 2 resistors are there. So 5 plus 1, 6. Which current is flowing? I3. So I'll write down this one as 6 I3. Dual current where it is flowing? 1. That is I2 is flowing. So I'll write down minus 1 into I2. Is there any current for I1? No. So it is 0 into I1. Next, where it is entering? Minus 8. Where it is entering? Plus 8. Minus 8 plus 8. Minus 8 plus 6. It is minus 2. But if it moves that side, it will be 2. Clear? This is the third equation. Mesh 1, mesh 2, mesh 3 equations. We have got it. Solving. Let us take this one as a 1. This one as 2. And this as 3. Solving 1, 2, 3. What we are getting? Let's see. You can calculate it. Solving 1, 2 and 3. We are getting I1 as 0.329 ampere. Similarly, I2 we are getting as minus 1.025 ampere. And I3 we are getting as 0.1623 ampere. Fine. These are the 3 mesh current what we are getting it. Clear? Now, what is this I0? Basically, this I0, see the direction upward. Which direction is upward? I2 direction or I3 direction? I3 direction is upward. So it will be I3 minus I2, that is equals to 1.88 equals to 1.188 ampere, which is your answer. Fine, you can make a note of it. In this way, we can solve the problems related to the mesh analysis, or by applying mesh analysis, we can solve any type of circuits. Fine. This is all about today's class. The rest more problems we will be solving in the next class. Thank you.